We are into April already of this year. Where in the world has time gone? No, seriously, can you tell me where time has gone? Because it's disappearing quickly. Anyway, like I said, we are into April now, and the best credit card trifecta continues. And for those of you that don't know what that is, I decided to do an experiment toward the end of last year regarding putting all of my spend on the respective trifectas that I hold to see which one is the best. And what I mean by the best is which one provides me with the most points in a given month. And so I started it in February, and February was Chase's turn. And then we just ended March on Monday, and March was the Citi trifecta. And now, as we are into April, my preferred ecosystem is up at the plate now, and that is American Express. And I hold the traditional Amex trifecta with the Platinum card, the Gold card, and the Blue Business Plus card. So, beginning back on the first, I have started putting all of my monthly living expenses and stuff on these three cards. So, just a quick recap of what it is I am putting just my normal stuff on these cards, right? So I'm putting groceries, I'm putting dining, I'm putting my utilities, I'm putting normal household stuff like toilet paper and paper towels and toothpaste and that all that kind of stuff. Um, my wireless bill, my internet service, all of my normal life stuff on these trifectas to see which one of them affords me the most points, which in turn means it's the best trifecta for earning. I think the results are going to be interesting. And so once this experiment ends, which will be at the end of this month, sometime in May, I will do a breakdown of everything and go over with you all the results of this experiment. I think it could actually be surprising in some ways. In other ways, I don't, and I'm not going to say anything more about it right now because I want to keep that until May. But I think the results are going to be very, very interesting. And even though Amex is my preferred ecosystem, um, who knows? There could be some surprising results. So we're going to find out here in a few weeks. I'm also going to be doing a video next on, like I did for Chase. I'm going to be doing a video on a recap of the Citi trifecta and what my spend was on the Citi Premier, the double cash, and the custom cash for the month of March. And we're going to break down the numbers just like I did with Chase, and to see where everything fell at, and to talk about which card I put my spend on and why I put it on that specific card. And the thing with Citi though is that unlike Chase, Citi's website is not very conducive to being able to go on there and filter transactions and whatnot. You can't go back in time. You can't choose a date range and see everything. At least not that I've been able to see yet. So Chase was really easy. Citi is, from what I can see so far, is kind of garbage. I'm probably going to have to go by the statements themselves and pluck everything out. So, which is going to be horrendous, but it looks like that's the only option. But that video is going to be coming. It actually might be Sunday. If not, it'll be probably Wednesday of next week. But I want to get those results out to you all so you can see what those numbers were for the Citi cards. And then, like I said, I'm plugging away on my Amex trifecta right now. Like I said, I think the results are going to be really interesting. And this is just me, putting spend on the best card possible to get the most points. So, and again, there's going to be, I'm not counting one offs. I'm booking travel. I'm not counting a flight. I'm not counting a hotel booking. I'm not counting an Amazon order. Those are things that I don't consider to be normal everyday things. This is more about my, basically, it's all of the spend that I do for myself personally and to run the house. So, uh, no one offs, that doesn't count. So I think it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what the results are. And if you all are very excited about uh, seeing the results of this experiment, uh, if you would not mind, if you've not done so already, please hit the subscribe button down below. I thank you ahead of time. And I think this is a really interesting experiment because this is about me, right? So the thing about this is that everybody's situation is different, and my shopping habits and where I go to for groceries, where I go to for household products, you know, my utilities, um, all these different things. Everybody's different. Everybody's lives are different. Like I said, habits are different. So this is basically an experiment just for me. This is to give you all insight into not only what my normal spending is like, and it's not much. I don't have high spend at all. But it's to give you some insight about what my normal month to month expenditures are, and to also see, where I do this shopping at, where I do this shopping at, so that you all can see, you know, what what it would be like to use a trifecta in my case. And everybody's different. Everybody's situations are different. So, and I by no means tell people what to do. I do by no means, I don't recommend anything. This is not me telling you to do something. This is all about me and what my life is like, as far as where I purchase and where I buy things at. So, looking forward to this ending in the at the end of April, so we can go over the numbers and talk hash it all out. So, that's all I had. I'm really curious to hear what you all have to say down in the comments section below. Let's talk about this. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about what you think is going to happen, uh, based on what happened with Chase back in February. Your thoughts on Citi. I know a lot of people think Citi is the best. And how do you think Amex is going to come out? Let's talk about it. Also, too, if you have not already done so, could you please subscribe to my channel? It is free, and it is a easy way for you to get my channel more visible. The more subscribers I have, the more visible my channel gets pushed up and out to more people just like yourself. I thank you ahead of time. And now, if you all would do me a favor and be good to each other, all right? And until next time, bye for now.